So I've been in sales for most of my life, actually. I love sales. It's something I'm weird like that. I actually really enjoy the process. I find it's actually a great form of self-improvement. But one of the things that I've really noticed over the years with, being working with other sales folks and others and other people and so forth is about how people let rejection really affect their mood. And so one of the things that I've learned from some of my mentors that's really helped me a lot is to always don't let rejection to affect your life. So say for example you're talking to somebody, you're selling a product, and this can really apply to anything in life. You're approaching a prospect or something, or you go to, confirm an appointment with a client or something like that, and they don't respond back to you, they reject you, they cancel you or something like that. A lot of people, it's like, they put out that, hey, we're still on for tonight at 6 o'clock. And then they put out that energy, and then all of a sudden the prospect come back, and and then all of a sudden, either they cancel them, they change their mind, they don't, they just ignore them completely or whatever, and they get that negative emotion back, ooh, and they let it affect their mood, and it's like, oh, but really, what you always want to be is that person that's constantly pinging out good emotions, where it's not really dependent upon how that person responds. So for example, hey, but you still keep putting out those good, positive emotions. So even if a prospect comes back and rejects you, you put out the good emotions, you're the creator of your own good emotions. And this can really apply to anything in your life. So say for example, you're going out about your day, you're the creator of your own good emotions, and you're putting out that positive energy, and all of a sudden, you see a pretty girl or a good looking guy or something like that, you smile and wave at you, and you put out that good emotion, and then they just reject you back or whatever, they give you the cold shoulder, something like that, rather than be like, ooh, ooh, you just continue to put out that positive emotion throughout your day. It doesn't matter. All of a sudden you're going to work, you're smiling, you have and you hit some traffic. Rather than what a lot of people do, they get that ping back of what would be for a lot of people, what they would perceive to be an event to cause a negative emotion. You still continue to be that creator of good emotion. Ooh, ooh. You see the joy in it. You appreciate even the smallest little morsel of a thing that you can ping off of to create that good emotion. One of my favorite quotes is, you either win or you learn. Therefore, you never lose. You either win or you learn. A lot of people, if I was to ask them, how did your week go last week? How did your goals go? How working on your goals or whatever it is. If they had like a sales goal or something like that, well, I had, 5 presentations and not one person, bought from me or whatever. Really, it's just, man, you know what? I gave 5 presentations. It was incredible. Oh my gosh, because not many people would even have the guts to give 5 presentations, blah, blah, blah. And it doesn't really matter. You're not dependent upon the outcome. You're that creator of those good emotions. You get what I'm saying? And so that's something really simple that you can just kind of really just change your paradigm. And more so what I like to say, perception of what rejection really is. Right? Because a lot of it is just based on the story that we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves that, if somebody doesn't respond the exact way, or a situation doesn't go the exact way that we wanted to, then immediately we're going to let it affect our mood. No way. I saw Tony Robbins over the weekend. What he said, you got to be the master of your emotions. No matter what is going on in the world, you're constantly putting out those good vibes. And as you're doing that, you're going to be more likely, through the laws of the vibrational energy, to attract positive situations into your life. So just remember that as you're going out this week, regardless of what is going on, just be putting out those good vibrations, those good emotions, and don't let the ping back affect your emotions. Just realize that you are the creator of them and see the good in it. Another thing that I learned from Tony Robbins over the weekend as well is that happiness comes from just learning to appreciate the little things in life. Like, for example, a lot of people think that once they become successful or they reach their goal, then they'll finally be happy. No, enjoy the journey. Be happy while you're on the journey of pursuing what it is you really want. You may not be a millionaire yet. You may not have the title yet, but you can still decide to enjoy the journey all along the way while you're getting there. Right? Because if we're not appreciative for what we have now, then what makes us think that we're ever going to be, grateful for what we ever have? For example, Tony Robbins, he shared this story about how astronauts, literally, kids, people from the time that they were just a little kid, they had these dreams of going to the moon, of going into outer space. That's what they always dreamed of. And the next thing they go to the outer space, they walk on the moon. They're looking back at Earth, what everybody else is always just seeing on a picture. These people are literally looking at Earth from, the freaking moon. And then all of a sudden they come back, they meet the President of the United States, they shake their hands, they're on TV and everything like that. And guess what happens next? The majority of them go into depression. Why? Because that was the pinnacle of their life. And after that, they can't even find appreciative in just the small things, just like a smile, just for the fact that they woke up again the next day. And so don't let your happiness be based off of just one single event, how something happens like that. Find appreciation in just the little things in life, and you'll find that you're just going to be, so much more happier, no matter what's going on. No matter, if this year turned out the way that you wanted to be or not, you can still choose to be that pinger of good emotions. And that really, is one of the, in my opinion, I think one of the secrets to life is just, learning to be happy, appreciative of everything. Because, what is life if you're not happy enjoying it all? So with that, guys, have a great week. Happy Monday.